Helsinki Final Act signed. On August 1st, 1975, the United States, the Soviet Union, Canada, and every European nation except Albania signed the Helsinki Final Act at the close of the Conference on Security and Cooperation in Europe (CSC). The agreement aimed to breathe new life into the faltering policy of detente between the Soviet Union and the West. Under President Richard Nixon and his national security advisor, Henry Kissinger, U.S. foreign policy in the early 1970s emphasized detente literally, an easing of tensions with Moscow. The policy initially made headway. Nixon traveled to the Soviet Union and arms reduction talks began. But by the mid-1970s, detente was losing momentum. Nixon resigned in 1974 after the Watergate scandal. The United States withdrew from Vietnam, and South Vietnam fell to communism the following year. Meanwhile, progress in arms negotiations had stalled. To revive detente, Washington and Moscow convened the CSC in Helsinki in July 1975. The Final Act, signed August 1st, created the CSC as a standing forum for consultation and laid out future areas of discussion organized into baskets. These included trade and economic cooperation, arms control, and the protection of human rights. Although the agreement briefly rekindled optimism, it soon became a source of tension. Disagreements arose chiefly over human rights in the Soviet Union. Inspired by the accord, dissidents inside Russia formed the Helsinki Group to hold the government accountable for its promises. Soviet authorities quickly suppressed the movement, arresting its leaders. Their actions drew sharp criticism from human rights organizations and the US government, which accused Moscow of violating the accord. The Soviets, in turn, denounced such criticism as interference in their internal affairs. By 1978, the CSC had largely lost its significance. However, in the 1980s, Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev revived the organization, using it as a platform for his policy of closer, more cooperative relations with the West.